I throw lecture on the subject compiler design. Subject code PCC-CS501. This is for computer science and engineering students. I am Konkon Jana, Assistant Professor of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. Jazz Group, it's a joint venture. This is Module 2 of the subject compiler design, having the subject code PCC-CS501. This lecture, based on the syllabus of BTech Computer Science and Engineering of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal, formerly known as West Bengal University of Technology. The syllabus is applicable from the academic session 2018-2019. In Module 2 of Compiler Design, students of Computer Science and Engineering of 5th semester will know about lexical analysis. Module 2 has 6 lectures in total. Content of Module 2 lecture is the role of the lexical analyzer, role of the lexical analyzer, tokens, pattern, leximis, input buffering, specification of a token, program, finite automata from a regular expression to an NFA, from a regular expression to NFA, from a regular expression to DFA. Design of lexical analyzer. Already we have know about the lexical analysis, and also we know about lexical analyzer role of the lexical analyzer role. Now in this section we'll start from the next. So we'll start lecture 1 in this session. I'm using digital whiteboard for better dictation. Important points and some reference will be written in this board. We will start from the rest, already those we have taught. Sometimes lexical analyzer are divided into a cascade of two process. Lexical analyzer are divided into a cascade of two process. Scanning, consists of the simple process that do not require tokenization of the input, such as deletion of comments and compaction of consecutives. Compaction of consecutive. First one is the scanning. First one is the scanning. So with scanning, what we can do? Scanning is about for deletion of comments. Deletion of comments. Also, the white space characters into one will be compacted. Next one is the lexical analysis, scanning and lexical analysis. Proper is the more complex portion where the scanner produces the sequence of tokens as output. Sequence of token as output for lexical analysis. Scanner produces the sequence of tokens as output. Okay. So lexical analysis and the parsing. What about lexical analysis and what about the parsing? We have to know lexical analysis versus parsing. Okay. There are a number of reasons why the analysis portion of a compiler is normally separated into lexical analysis and parsing. Parsing is the syntax analysis. What about that? Lexical analysis versus parsing. Parsing means actually syntax analysis. Syntax analysis. Okay. Simplicity of design is the most important consideration. Simplicity of design is the most important consideration. The separation of lexical and syntactic analysis often allows us to simplify at least one of these tasks. Suppose I am giving an example. For example, a parser that had to deal with comments and white space as syntactic unit would be considerably more complex than one that can assume comments and white space have already been removed by the lexical analyzer. If we are designing a new language, separating lexical and syntactic concern can lead to a cleaner overall language design. Okay. And the next one is the compiler efficiency is improved. Here the compiler efficiency is improved. How? A separate lexical analyzer allows us to apply specialized technique that serve only the lexical task, not the job of parsing, not the job of parsing. What will be done? Serve only the lexical task, not the job job of parsing, or job of parsing, not the job of parsing. In addition, specialized buffering techniques for reading input characters can speed up the compiler significantly. And the third one is compiler portability is enhanced. Compiler portability is enhanced. How? Input device specific peculiarities can be restricted to the lexical analyzer. Will be restricted to the lexical analyzer. Okay. Now we need to know about tokens, patterns, and lexemes. Token, pattern, and lexemes. A token is a pair consisting of a token name and an optional attribute value. The token name is an abstract symbol representing a kind of lexical unit. As for example, a particular keyword or a sequence of input characters denoting an identifier. So these are the token. Tokens are the non-keyword identifier. These are the token. And the token names are the input symbols that the parser process. In what follows, we shall generally write the name of a token in boldface. We will often refer to a token by its token name. Now next one is the pattern. A pattern is a description of the form that the lexemes of a token may take. Lexemes of a token may take. Pattern is descriptions of the form that the lexemes of a token may take. Okay, this is a pattern. In the case of a keyword as a token, the pattern is just the sequence of characters that form the keyword. For identifiers and some other tokens, the pattern is more complex structure that is matched by a string. The third one is the lexeme. What about lexeme? A lexeme is a sequence of characters in the source program that matches the pattern of a token and is identified by the lexical analyzer as an instance of that token. So what about Leximus. What about Leximus? This is Leximi sequence of characters in the source program that matches the pattern for a token. Matches the pattern for a token. Okay. Now I will go through an example. I will go through an example. Here, give some typical token. And these all are the tokens, information description, and their corresponding sample Leximus. Token, information description, and then sample Leximus. Okay. They are informally described patterns and some sample Leximus to see how these concepts are used in practice. In the C statement, I am writing a code segment. I am writing a code segment here. Code segment is printf total equals to %d new line character that and score. New line character and there is a variable score and the punctuation. So what code we like to take for the example? Here both this is the syntax. We are using the syntax for C language. Okay, we are using the syntax for C language. Okay, both printf and score are Leximus. Both printf and score are Leximus. Matching the pattern for token ID and total equals to %d is a Leximi matching literal. This is the Leximis matching the literal. In many programming language, the following cases cover most or all of the tokens. So in this example, I am showing this. These all are the tokens. Tokens are if, else, comparison, ID, number, literal. And use the characters I and F. It's a two character. Else, these are the character else. But when they will be concat together, they have a separate meaning. Comparison, these all are the operator for comparison. ID, letter followed by letters and digits. Number, any numeric constant. Any numeric constant. Little, this, but surrounded by if. Okay, any literal constant. This is the any literal constant. Okay, core dumped will be there. Okay, so Leximi sample leximes are this. Okay, so this is about our example. One token for each keyword. The pattern for a keyword is the same as the keyword itself. Tokens for the operator are there individually or in classes such as the token comparison. The token comparison. Here it is mentioned one token corresponding to all identifiers. One or more tokens representing constant such as numbers and literal string. Token for each punctuation symbol such as left and right parenthesis, comma and semicolon. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, this is number 4, okay, and this is number 5. Okay. So these are the things that can be used for sample leximes. Thank you.